just like the sound of it. I just like the sound of it. I just like the sound of it. I just like the sound of it.
What is going on, everybody? It's your man JTM, my man Monster, and we are live with Bills offensive tackle, LaAdrian Waddle. What is going on?
What's happening, fellas? How y'all doing? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for taking your time out your day. So, Monster, you set this one up with our man LaAdrian, and we're happy to have him on because the Waddles, and we're going to say the Waddles have been just a burst of energy since signing in Buffalo.
You guys have taken Buffalo by storm. social media, just absolute darlings. Just the city's fell in love with you. The Mafia's just embraced you. The missus flew down to see Poncho. Just Buffalo doesn't forget that. You know what I mean? It's a special group of fans. Like once you get in there and you strap in and you see the passion that we have, it's gonna be like you're playing back in college again. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like you're playing back in college again. So what's being here so far? What's it taught you about the fan base as opposed to the other places you've been, Detroit, New England? What do you see special about Buffalo so far in the short time you've been here?
Man, definitely the passion. Like you said, the fans are, they're crazy. They're real passionate about football. And, that's something I kind of knew even before I got over here. Just, mostly Barstool videos and stuff of dudes jumping through tables and shit. But, what I'm saying? That's real, though. That's authentic. And, that's just the personality of the people around here. And, just me and my wife have kind of, embraced being here. And, we're looking forward to, the upcoming season and just spending more time here and, getting to know Buffalo.
Now, you said you obviously you played in Detroit and you've been here as a visitor. What was probably
right on?
How crazy was it coming in here as a visitor, especially coming from being on the Patriots in that rivalry?
Man, I mean that Monday night game, I actually started the Monday night game here last season, and honestly, I think that was the loudest game we played in a way. The fans were rocking. They played their asses off. Obviously, they made it extremely tough on us, and just seeing that passion from the fans and knowing that they support the Bills so much, that's obviously something that as a player you appreciate, and coming over here is something that I look forward to more of.
Man, definitely. So we want to jump into I found a stat on you. Now in high school you were a 3-star recruit, and your team your senior year finished 5-4. But particularly, they ran behind you a lot, and this team averaged 281 rushing yards a game with 26 touchdowns, man.
Oh, yeah, we had the same pound, man. We believed in that. We took that shit to heart. We didn't air it out too much. I'll just say that.
Yeah, because they're running behind a Cadillac like you're a minivan.
And the teams know we're going to run it.
Man, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. I mean, I looked at the stat and it was just like, whoa, 281 yards. I mean, that's right in the WikiLeaks, man. Just they ran behind LaAdrian Waddle. They averaged 281 yards a game. So you go to Texas Tech next. That's your next stop. And I actually read that it was down to Houston. You were going to go to Houston until Texas Tech's offer. So I'm assuming Texas Tech offered late.
Right.
So what made you go to Texas Tech?
Just Texas Tech being in the Big 12. I felt like that'd be an opportunity for greater competition and inevitably a chance to make it to the league. And I felt that was my best opportunity for my goals that were at hand during that time.
Okay. So you go to Texas Tech. So Monster, he's at Texas Tech. This guy just loud. In high school, 281 yards. He becomes a second team all Big 12. Then first team all Big 12. And not only all Big 12, you also all academic.
Oh yeah. Us linemen, man, we the game is as much mental as it is physical. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to process stuff, and being a lineman, half our job is problem solving and figure out who we got to get and how we're going to do it. So, most I'd say most linemen, if not all, are smart and have a really good understanding of the game.
All right, so let me ask you this: you've been through some things in your career. You've won the Vince Lombardi a few times, got to touch the trophy. By the way, if you haven't seen it, there's a video of him during the parade. Some guy touches the Super Bowl trophy. There wasn't a player, and he smacks his hand off. Kudos to that. You don't touch that trophy. You didn't earn it.
Don't touch that shit.
That's right. So I give you credit to that. If you could go back right now with what you've been through and look at freshman in the face, what would you say to him, and what advice would you give him knowing what you know now?
just kind of expect the unexpected, man. Things don't always work out, how you plan, but you just got to adjust and, kind of keep it moving and, hit the ground running. Once you fall, get your ass back up and keep chugging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got cut from the Lions one day, and next day I was with the Pats. And, at that time, that was one of the lowest times of my life. And shit, 2 Super Bowls later, thank goodness I got cut. You know what I'm saying?
That worked out.
Yeah, it worked out real nice.
Detroit got the gun line balls. Like, you don't need Detroit, you don't need Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was a great turn of events for you. So it kind of seems like the path that you went on since Texas Tech is basically what you would have told yourself anyway. So it seems like over the years you've just matured. Your character hasn't really changed too much, and I think that's a quality. It's a testament to your character. You're a quality character guy. And let me bring up an example of this. Are you ready to take a trip down memory lane with me?
Oh, let's get it.
All right, February 12th, city of Toronto. Okay, you hire a driver for yourself and your lady. You want to tell us about that night?
We had decided to take a little trip to Toronto. We actually stopped up Niagara Falls first on the way. Spent a couple nights up there and then went over to Toronto. That was my first time out there. It was her first time out there. So, we had a guy kind of drive us around, kind of take us through different parts of the city. And, he had lived there for 30 plus years. So he kind of gave us a little tour. He kind of drove us around to East District, kind of talked about what they're about and, kind of gave us a little history lesson. And that was pretty cool. It was, definitely a unique way to get to learn the city and to experience it and, at the same time, learn a little history about it.
And also be romantic to your lady, who I quote said that was one of the best days of her life. So at 6'6", 315, he's still a romantic guy buying flowers, showing his lady that he loves him. That's a high character guy in Monsters book, and that's why I wanted to share that story with everybody. We could talk football, but stories like that matter to me. So kudos and hats off for that.
It doesn't just stop right there.
But my question is, whose idea was it Niagara Falls in February?
It just kind of worked out, man. We never been. She's from Michigan, so she's cool with all the snow and shit. So we just decided.
I saw the pictures. You were both freezing.
Oh, it was cold as shit, no doubt. But, it was cool, though. It was cool to see it. It was kind of like a winter wonderland kind of deal. It was all iced up around it, but, the lakes or the falls were still, flowing. And it was just cool to finally get to see stuff like that. Growing up where I grew up, I didn't really leave Texas too often. So, just traveling and seeing different stuff is real, something I like to do. And, something I'm going to keep doing in the future.
Go ahead, JT.
Now,
I got more traveling stuff.
No, wait. Speak. I want to stay on the romantic thing right now because, like I said, I listened to your wife's interview on the Moran podcast, and she's talking about the proposal and how everything went down, and the trip, and how you rent out an entire restaurant.
Oh yeah, man! I had to pull out all the stops. I gotta make sure she said yeah, which she didn't do at first. She was too shocked to say yes. So I was like, is this yeah or no? That's kind of funny.
Man, I mean,
we just kind of had a little sunset dinner. We got like the top, like it's the top section of it, and it was just me and her chilling, and we kind of had like a personalized menu and stuff. We went for a cruise on the water and came back, and that's when I had the people set up all the the roses and all that fancy stuff. And that's when I, popped the question to her.
Damn, that made my proposal seem like donuts. Like I didn't do none of that. I did it in my living room.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm taking notes.
My lady's response when I first asked her on my knee in front of her family, "Shut up." That was her first response, and then she said yes. But she told me to shut up first. I was like, I'll never forget that.
So you rent out this restaurant. Then at the restaurant, she's expecting a proposal the whole time because you made a demand that you had to see her parents before you guys go on the trip, which is traditional way, and that's great to hear. So you don't even make the proposal after dinner. So you kind of make her wait just a little bit, bit.
Got to build the suspense, man. You got to build up to it.
She's hugging.
She probably ain't think it was going to happen no more. We're like, it was a fluke.
And as she's currently in the chat watching the interview, she said, "With the for real wifey written in bed on the bed in roses."
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, like I said, it's like I've never, and I have to be honest, we've never seen anybody take Bills Mafia by storm. I mean, this fast. I can't recall this fast as fast as you two guys have done it. Without even playing one game yet. It's insane.
Real recognizes real. We see it. We see it in him. We see it in his wife.
Yeah.
They're not fake people.
No.
So the thing is, you win 2 Super Bowls in New England.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're a free agent this offseason, and you get the call. Your agent gets the call from Brandon Beane in Buffalo. What's the first reaction when you get that call?
At that time, it was just trying to figure out what was going to happen. I didn't really know. Honestly, I had no idea, and just having the Bills call and show their interest, that kind of got my attention. And at the end of the day, I felt it was the best situation for me going forward. And what I'm saying, here I am.
Yeah, I mean the first thing you hear, we interviewed Kyle Williams. He said college atmosphere. Ed Oliver just got drafted. He said college atmosphere. And obviously, you guys got met at the airport with chicken wings and a caravan of fans. So I mean,
wait, I did. Were you at the airport? Because I didn't see you. Were you already here when you were?
No, I wasn't even here yet.
Oh, you weren't even here yet. Yeah.
No.
She got the wings first. We greeted her first.
Yeah, she didn't got all the wing taste and
Did she save you any?
it's my turn now. Hell no, I wouldn't expect her to either.
Now the thing is, you said something pre-show, and this is and if you're in the chat, we got to help LaAdrian out, man. LaAdrian said he's looking for the best wing place in Buffalo. He hasn't had wings yet. The man has been signed here and hasn't had wings yet. So we need you to put in the chat what the best wing place in Buffalo is. To give him let's give our man a hand here.
And a disclaimer, since we are Bills Mafia and we are Buffalo, do not argue and give each other death threats over wing place. Just put your opinion in the chat and leave it there. They did say, and this is very important, be very careful how you answer this. Chicken wings, ranch or blue cheese?
You know what? I've been a ranch guy for all my life, but I am open to blue cheese. But until I have the right kind of wing, it doesn't really matter what.
All right. I think we have a couple of difficulties. LaAdrian, you there?
What he said was he loves blue cheese and would never put ranch on his wings, Bills Mafia. That's what I heard.
LaAdrian, your audio cut off.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Now
we got you. You're back.
All right.
You're back. Yes, I mean, so you get this call from Brandon Beane. You sign with Buffalo. Your wife is met at the airport with the caravan of wings and fans. I mean, it's awesome. You've been here for OTAs now, right?
Yeah, we're off-season program. Yeah.
Yeah, and this new $18.3 million weight room was built.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What's your first thought when you see this immaculate weight room?
For me, it just shows that they're committed to giving us all the resources we need to be the best players we can be. It's great to see that kind of commitment from the owners, and see that they're really putting their best foot forward, and aren't afraid to open up them checkbooks just to help us out and help us get some wins.
Man, I walked through that weight room on Saturday, as you know, JT. Oh my God, top of the line, everything. Just looking at all that equipment made my muscles hurt. Like, it was just beautiful. Logos everywhere, just top of the line. Just they spared no expense on this place. It was a marvel. I mean, you got the top floor, you got the ellipticals up there, the Stairmasters. I was in awe. Like, you know what I mean? I was actually in awe when I walked through this place. It was just wow. They did a great job on it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
I obviously haven't been here before, but the guys that have been here in the past are just saying, it's night and day compared to what it was. they said they definitely needed an upgrade. So, I'm glad, that took place, especially right before I got here. So I'm going to make the most of it. That's for sure.
Right. So you're coming from an organization in New England, which is pretty much by NFL standards, that is the gold standard of how organization is run. And I think as fans, we see what Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott are bringing here, and they're itching closer and closer to trying to be that gold standard as well. With you coming from that type of organization, and you seeing the hunger for Josh Allen, and the excitement of Ed Oliver getting drafted and coming here, and just other players coming here at the same time as you, just the excitement. Because I can tell you as a fan, it hasn't been this type of excitement and people have been this riled up in years. Because you can feel it. So you coming from that organization, what kind of things do you think that you could bring to maybe the locker room, to a young Josh Allen who idolizes Tom Brady? What kind of things can you bring in seeing him prepare and working with him on a daily basis to help him out?
I'm definitely going to offer my insight. I'm kind of talk to guys as far as, having the right attitude, having
All right. Seems like
approach, the day one. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
All right. You just got to stack them days up, and, you got to grind through those days and make those days count, because, you got to take baby steps to get where you're going to be. You only can get, 1% better every day, but that shit adds up, at the end, when it's time to play those games, and when it's crunch time in those games, that's when you got to be on. And just, having that strong-willed attitude and, being mentally tough and, playing the game the right way is just, stuff I'm trying to bring to the table.
Right. Now, you said something about attitude. How's the culture in New England? And from what you saw, just in the small time of OTAs, how different is the culture? How close is this team to garnering or bringing or getting ahead of having that same culture?
Honestly, there's a lot of similarities. There's a saying, football is a game of inches. Honestly, part of the reason why I chose to come to the Bills was that, I felt like they weren't that far off from, that gold standard of, being where the pads are. I felt like, they obviously are, taking the right steps as far as resources and, getting more guys over here. And I feel like, a little thing here or there will go a long way with them. Like I said, having the right attitude, being mentally tough, and, just being able to, when we have those real crunch time situations, being able to come through. And, that's just something you build through OTAs, you build through training camp, you build through the preseason. And then, once we get rolling and we're playing real ball, it just kind of happens. You know what I'm saying? You put in that work, and, you see all your work come to fruition when you play the right way and do things the right way. And I'm real excited to be here. I'm really excited for this opportunity, and I'm just looking forward to it.
You ready to put them paws on somebody and get to tossing? That's what the big boys want to do.
I came here to play football. I'm not a fan of all this running and this stuff, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a football player. I like playing football. That's no doubt.
Right. Leave that to the little guys, the corners and the receivers. You guys run. I'm a block.
Yeah, man. I don't need to run no gas. That's just what it is.
Right.
Exactly.
So your wife is on record for saying this, that you're the most romantic, passionate guy off the field, but on the field, you're a monster. Just totally disrespectful. Is that what we get in LaAdrian Waddle?
Yeah, man. I think you got to have that kind of attitude. Like I said, you got to be able to flip that switch. And you know what I'm saying? Football is a violent sport, so you got to be a violent guy. And you know what I'm saying? It's all handshakes and hugs after the game, but in between them whistles, you got to hit it and get it. You know what I'm saying? That's
go back to the old school.
That's just how I've always been, and that's what works for me.
Right.
Smash him in the mouth time. It's a monster likes. I like the hog mollies. I like the guys at the line. I like the dudes pushing body. I like the big fellas. So let me ask you this. I've been following and noticing that you do like to travel a lot, you and the wife. You've been to many spots. What's your favorite spot that you've been to, and what is left on the bucket list for Mr. and Mrs. Waddle to go and take a peek at in real life?
Honestly, Toronto's
Your audio's cutting out again.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Toronto was pretty cool. I actually wish we spent more time up there just because it's such a big city and, there's so many things to do and see. But what we did get to do, I really enjoyed. I'm a beach guy too. I like being on the beach. So Bermuda's been real cool. We went over to Cabo. That was a real nice trip. I think at some point we're going to head out to Alaska. They got this thing called the Sheldon Chalet, and it's a little, basically it's a little house in the middle of the mountains. And, it's just, always wanted to see Alaska, to see how beautiful it is and, see the Aurora Borealis and stuff. And I just felt like that'd be cool and unique experience to do.
So
Aurora Borealis is insane. I've never seen it in real life, but I can only imagine in those Alaskan skies. That would be awesome. Make sure you get that footage. That'd be awesome.
Got to. They probably won't do it justice, but man, I'm excited to get out there sometime.
Like you said, he's the beach guy. He's not a water guy. He's the beach guy.
Yeah.
So I was going through the research on you, and it seems like no matter what city that you go to, you and your wife, you guys get involved in charities immediately, and especially working with children. I saw back in New England, you guys did a ton of things with children. Is that something that you're really passionate about? Because then I think you told yesterday you had a parents and you did something with the Boys and Girls Club of Buffalo.
Yeah, yesterday I was actually over at the Gloria J. Parks Community Center, and we had one over there. And I had
LaAdrian, your audio's cutting off, brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I was yesterday. I was over at Gloria J. Parks Community Center. They have an after-school program and robotics team that had actually put together like a robot, and I thought that was pretty cool. Just these kids that come in a couple days a week and work on this, and they built a robot. You know what I'm saying? And they do other things as far as helping out kids who are kind of behind as far as reading stuff.
Right. What's interesting about the Gloria J. Parks that you said is that it's funny to me because I was a kid. I grew up at Gloria J. Parks. That's where my childhood, the majority of my childhood was spent there. Whether it was after school program with schooling, whether it was flag football, floor hockey, basketball. I personally grew up at Gloria J. Parks. I didn't know you did it at that site, but that's funny that you say that because that's where I spent most of my youth at, where I stayed out of trouble.
Yeah.
You got something, Monster?
We're losing them.
Big deal. Kids do it cool, and they're hello.
Yep, we can hear somewhat.
Yeah, we get you somewhat.
Yeah, we're in and out of here.
Yeah.
But it's good to see that they're doing stuff to give you learn and just felt like helping out kids is something that benefits us. It's just something.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, Monster, you got anything else for LaAdrian?
Yeah, coming over, there's a couple things that if you want to stay on Bills Mafia good side, you have to avoid. So this is Monster helping you out with two main things that'll keep you in Bills Mafia good graces. Okay? Well, actually three. 1A, don't talk about Tom Brady. It's a sore subject. It's a sore subject. If you're friends with him, awesome.
You got to embrace the past.
Well, hey, if you're friends with him, we embrace that. That's fine. But when it comes on football, you guys aren't friends on Sundays. That's 1A.
I agree.
1B, don't ever let Bills Mafia see you put ranch on your wings. If you want to do it at your house, that's fine. Don't ever do it in public and let Bills Mafia see it. That'll be bad. And 3, under no circumstances ever do you let somebody in Bills Mafia see you in a pair of Uggs. Ever.
What's up with the game? We're gonna have to talk about that one. I stayed with
No.
Well, it's kind of like they didn't used to hate Uggs, but then we played this guy. He's a quarterback. You may know him well, and he's like 31-2 versus us, and all of a sudden we hate Uggs. Just one of those things, just guilty by
that's
association.
irrational, man. You gotta be rational at some point. Them hoes is fuzzy and they do the job, man. What's the
Do
problem?
they even make them in your size? How big's your foot?
17, and yeah, they make them. That's part of the reason why I'll wear them, because they make them.
Timberland makes 17.
You know how hard it is for me to find shoes, man?
You order them custom made. They don't make those you can't get those in the store.
Yeah, man. Uggs be looking out. Uggs one of the guys. I'm one of the few that look out for the big guys. That's why I mess with them.
Okay, so how about we do? We're
gonna have to give him a waiver on that. We'll give him a waiver because it is a pretty unique side because he is a humongous human being. So, considering that, we'd be willing to give you a waiver. If somebody in the future gives you a hassle for wearing Uggs, you tell them come see me. I'll take care of it.
And you know what we'll do? We'll send you and the wife a pair of cold socks from our title sponsor, so you can wear those, and maybe instead of your Uggs or underneath your Uggs because it gets really, really cold.
Oh yeah,
wear them over.
I had them socks and the Uggs on for sure.
That's cool. Because it gets really cold. Like I know you're Texas born and raised. It gets really cold up. You're gonna need at least 2 pairs of socks, and cold socks will keep you warm. But LaAdrian, man, we thank you for taking the time out with us tonight and letting the Bills Mafia get to know you a little bit more. Like I said, we've got to know your wife really well off social media. She is she's a firecracker, man. We love having her a part of the Bills Mafia. She fits right in, and we think you're gonna fit right into with this team and the direction this team is headed, and we're all excited. Monster?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pleasure since you guys have been here.
I'm excited too, and thank.
All right, cut out.
Thank y'all for having me, fellas. I appreciate it.
No problem. Monster, closing words for LaAdrian?
Yeah, we're going to have him on again when we get all this fixed up, because I'm not satisfied with this.
Yeah, we're going to get LaAdrian back, man. We're going to get LaAdrian back.
We're going to get him back during the season. You promise to come back during the season?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Fix these audio problems during the season so we can hear Mr. Waddle a little more clear. But no, I just wanted to say, since you guys have got here, we've embraced you and you've embraced us. Real recognizes real, like I said. We understand the kind of people that they are, and they understand what kind of fan base they're coming into. But I don't think he's really going to know it until he first steps on their home opener week 3, and we're going absolutely ballistic, and he can't hear the snap count. That's when you're going to know.
Well, shit, y'all better not be yelling while we got the ball.
That's for the first quarter.
It depends on how much they had to drink. Sometimes they tend to forget which team's on the field.
Yeah, for the first quarter.
Bills Mafia, when we got the ball, y'all shut up. Y'all be quiet. When they got the ball, y'all yell loud as y'all can. Y'all don't yell when we got the ball.
But I think that'll be your first holy moment when you're on our side. You're going to get now. You're going to be like, wow, this stadium is shaking. So thank you, obviously, for taking the time to come on with us. It's outstanding that you did. It's great with everything that you're doing in the community. Like you said, you were just doing stuff yesterday. That's what it's all about, giving back to people. I mean, we like to have fun. You know what I mean? Superstars, they do what they do. Athletes do what they do. But at the end of the day, we all got to do our part to give back a little bit. So it's great hearing that. It was a great story. I'm going to follow you and your wife closely because you're very interesting people, and it's an honor that I got to talk to you today, and JT as well, Mr. Waddle. So thank you for your time for coming on. That's real.
And I haven't proposed yet, but I have taken the LaAdrian Waddle notes, and you know what? I'm one day closer. So I will. Other than that, Adrian, thank you for joining us, and to everybody out there, thank you for tuning in. We will be back sometime next week, and yeah, we will catch y'all later.
You better propose with a card because you ain't got that.
I just like the sound of it.